Elon Musk's Starlink will comply with the Brazil X ban after all. DTS built an AI-powered system to make dialogue sound clearer. And DraftKings got slapped with a fine for online slots that paid zilch. It's Wednesday, September 4th, and this is Engadget News. Elon Musk's Starlink has reversed course on its decision to not comply with Brazil's block of X. In a statement posted to the social media site, the company said, quote, "To our customers in Brazil, who may not be able to read this as a result of X being blocked by @Alexander," referring to Brazil's president, Alexander de Moraes. The Starlink team is doing everything possible to keep you connected, following last week's order from @Alexander that froze Starlink's finances and prevents Starlink from conducting financial transactions in Brazil. We immediately initiated legal proceedings in the Brazilian Supreme Court, explaining the gross illegality of this order and asking the court to unfreeze our assets. Regardless of the illegal treatment of Starlink and freezing of our assets, we are complying with the order to block access to X in Brazil. We continue to pursue all legal avenues, as are others who agree that @Alexander's recent orders violate the Brazilian Constitution." End quote. After Brazil's Supreme Court ordered internet service providers to block access to X, the social media platform was largely unavailable in the country by Sunday. The only ways to access X since then have been through VPNs, and those who use those are risking huge fines, and Starlink, the satellite internet service that's also run by X owner Elon Musk. Now, the president of Brazil's telecom agency, Anatel, said that Starlink initially refused to comply with the court order until officials released its frozen assets. Moraes has accused X of disseminating hate speech and disinformation. Moraes' action was taken to collect $3 million in fines levied against X for ignoring his orders to block certain accounts. One of the great universal annoyances of life is that TV explosions and soundtracks are always mega loud, while dialogue is quieter than a church mouse. This is especially true of modern action movies and TV shows that seem to have been mixed primarily to make our walls shake while remaining mostly indiscernible. So we dive into the settings, we adjust soundbar placement, we turn on the subtitles, we do it all. And some of this helps, but it's never enough. DTS is trying to solve that problem once and for all with some well-placed artificial intelligence. The company just announced its DTS Clear Dialogue feature, which is an AI-powered solution designed to enhance the clarity of spoken dialogue on TVs. DTS says the AI algorithm identifies and boosts dialogue in audio streams, thus eliminating the aforementioned problems. The system also allows for personalized audio settings, as one person's "perfect" is another's "please make it stop." This is an on-device toolset, meaning it will eventually get adopted by TV manufacturers. DTS hasn't announced any partnerships yet, but the company's tech is usually adopted by all of the bigwigs like Sony, Hisense, Philips, LG, and Vizio, among others. We'll be on the lookout for the first televisions that incorporate this feature. For now, the company's demoing the service at the IFA Tech Conference in Berlin. DTS has partnerships in place with content providers, bringing theater-grade audio to home releases. It's recently teamed up with Disney to enhance the sound of MCU movies and to provide an IMAX-like experience. And boy, could those MCU flicks use a bit of that AI-enhanced dialogue magic. The company is promising. DraftKings and White Hat Gaming must pay the state of Connecticut a total of $22,500 in fines after its online slot machine failed to issue players a win for a whole week. NBC News reported that the state's Department of Consumer Protection uncovered the non-paying slot machine and issued the fines. The sports betting and gambling website received a $19,000 fine, and White Hat Gaming received a $3,500 fine. The website promised its players that its Deal or No Deal Bankers Bonanza online slot machine would pay out 95 cents for every dollar it took from players. However, a Department of Consumer Protection's report found that the slot machine did not pay 1 red cent from August 15th through the 21st last year. A total of 522 players put almost $24,000 into the machine for more than 20,569 spins during the period the machine refused to pay out any winnings. An improperly loaded file caused the machine to glitch and refuse to let players win the advertised amount. Once the faulty file was located and identified as the cause of the glitch, DraftKings and White Hat Gaming relaunched the game on August 22nd last year. The report also found that DraftKings and White Hat Gaming did not disclose the faulty machine to state officials until the Consumer Protections Department requested the information last year. One player told the gaming website that they played a couple hundred spins at 20 cents per spin, and the machine never paid out a single winning spin or partial win. DraftKings officials responded to several complaints with messages like, "I understand it can be frustrating to have a bit of a cold streak, but I can assure you there is nothing wrong with the game itself." The slot machine continued to withhold its winnings for another week until White Hat Gaming identified the glitch and repaired the software a second time. White Hat also says in the state's report that all customers received refunds without any notification from DraftKings. A spokesperson for the Department of Consumer Protection also told NBC News that White Hat Gaming responded swiftly to investigators' inquiries. However, DraftKings' response was not satisfactory, hence the higher fine. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from contributors Chris Holt, Lawrence Bonk, and Danny Gallagher, and was voiced and produced from the studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.